Sold for $40 to Weird Tales and published in the February issue in 1932. The Thing on the Roof was one of Howard's favorites and a first-rate mythos tale. In a letter to a close friend, he stated, "This story is by far the best thing I have ever written, and one which I am really inclined to believe approaches real literature, distantly at least." Here we enter into another of those debated topics as to the identity of the story's anonymous narrator. But, like the Black Stone, I think it is clearly, once again, our good friend Professor John Kirowan. And like the previous two stories we have had the pleasure to consume, Clark Ashton Smith's Southagua appears as well. Clearly, both man and beast were on Howard's mind. The story is engrossing. An unnamed London scholar, whom I name as Kirowan, is contacted by an academic rival, a man named Tussman, who seeks the professor's help in procuring an original copy of Von Yitz's Nameless Cults. The original version of the arcane work reveals the location of the Temple of the Toad God in Honduras, wherein Tussman gains possession of a toad-shaped jewel. Upon his return, he invites Kirowan to his mansion to see the fruits of his discovery, but having failed to heed Von Yitz's warnings, Tussman meets his doom, the only clue, that of a hoofprint left by a vengeful god. This is an atmospheric masterpiece from Howard that was adapted by Marvel Comics in Chamber of Chills #3 by Roy Thomas and Frank Brunner in a standout horror tale from 1972. It was again adapted 40 years later by Dark Horse Comics in Robert E. Howard's Savage Sword #4, written by David Lamb and illustrated by M.S. Corley. An open window. Behind the veil, what gulfs of time and space. What blinking, mowing shapes to blast the sight. I shrink before a vague, colossal face, born in the mad immensities of night.